What's up, everybody? Rob here, back with another episode of Wasting Wildcards here on Malta 5. So I was actually about to record a series with a Boros aggro deck that I found. That was really fun, really good, pretty sweet deck. But then I was perusing MTG Goldfish, the standard deck lists, and I saw a WBG title deck, so Abzan colors. If anybody has known me in real life, which I doubt any of you have, I am just like, I cannot get away from playing Abzan piles in every format. Modern, it's not even that good, but I play it all the time. Pioneer, I was playing Siege Rhinos and we knew it was a bad idea. Standard, Historic, I am trying every time to play an Abzan pile of cards. And I found a deck that lets me do that right now. So let me bring up the page, give the credit where credit's due. So this is the deck by Jamal Arman from L Central Games, free daily standard, best of one, 3-1 on MTG Melee. And yeah, it just instantly jumped out to me as just the type of pile of cards I want to play. It is a standard deck, so obviously it is kind of driven from adventures and the Great Henge. But we get to play some cool new cards and some other cards that I don't get to play as much. So let's just take a look at the deck. The basic, oomph of the deck, it is essentially kind of like an Abzan Adventures deck. Our main card draw engine being Edgewall Innkeeper, and then just a pile of adventure cards. We're playing Giant Killer, Shepherd of the Flock, Murderous Rider, Lovestruck Beast, and all of these things are just going to draw us cards. And they all also work really well in this deck. It's a deck that, although also very much a mid-range deck, it is also very much a creature deck. And because it has such a high count of creatures, it's a really good Kaya deck. So the 5-mana Kaya is a card I saw and I was like, that can be super powerful. And obviously the exile target non-land permanent clause is just a great get out of jail free, just anything, blow it up. Not even just blow it up, get rid of it, exile it. But the +1 ability of putting a ghost form counter on a creature and then it dies, you go back to your hand and you get a spirit. In a deck with this many creatures, that +1 is going to do work, especially when you put it on an adventure creature, because then it goes back to your hand. Not only do you have another creature, but you have another spell. So just a really, really good Kaya deck. So yeah, going down, we're playing Bloodchief's Thirsts for some cheap removal. Playing one Lotus Cobra, I assume just, a little bit of mana fixing. It's a 3-color deck. You would probably, it's between this or Cultivate or something, but I totally understand wanting to play a Lotus Cobra in a deck that really wants a high creature count. You don't want to just get stuck with spells in your hand if you're playing Kaya as your top end, and Vivien is the other big planeswalker, which also really wants a high density in creatures. Other than that, like I said, Murderous Rider, Lovestruck Beast, we're playing 3 Kazandu Mammoths, so just mana fixing as well as just a big beatdown body. Works really well with the Great Henge and Fabled Passage. Basically, you play a Fabled Passage on turn 4. You can then play Great Henge for 2 because your Kazandu Mammoth is enormous. We're playing a 1 of Polukranos. It's just another big body, great with the Great Henge. It's very annoying to get rid of because it has escape, and you can fight stuff. Polukranos is a card that I have been very curious about playing with for a very long time. I remember the Pioneer Players Tour event. Willie Adel, the Brazilian professional Magic player, was playing a Golgari mid-range Delirium deck, and he was running Polukranos in Pioneer. Didn't work out really in his favor, but I was just like, I like where his head's at. I like that. As we've all learned, basically, if you are in a format that can play Uro, not playing Uro is just a terrible idea, and you're just better off playing Uro. I think that tournament was eventually either won or Sultai Delirium came in second place, but, Uro gonna Uro. Yeah, so other than the Kaya as a new card, we are running 4 Binding of the Old Gods as just another good removal spell, also another great way to ramp, also another good way to fix our mana. It can search out triomes. I almost said pathways. Cannot search out pathways. But just another overall really good role player. One of Elspeth Conquer's death, not Conquer's deck. But I mean, in some cases it does conquer the deck. But just as a great, again, get out of jail card, you can get rid of pretty much anything. Except the Vorinclex. Vorinclex. But we have other answers to Vorinclex, so we don't have to worry too much about Vorinclex. I am still short some of the new dual lands, so I could use a couple more of these pathways in here, but I basically have kind of a mopey 3-color mana base here. I'm running one of these just because why not? I don't think the deck that I copied for this has this, but it is pretty good. I killed something with it, and I got some elves to block some stuff, so not the worst card. Other than that, the sideboard, we have more removal against like Gruul and other just creature decks. A Chainweb Arachneer against rogues. If you've ever played this against rogues, it is so sweet. Just recurring removal and annoyance. 3 Agonizing Remorse, you know. Role player gets rid of something in a graveyard, gets rid of something in a hand. Against control, this is really good. Against stuff that is recurring from the graveyard, it could be good. 2 Heartless Axe, again, just against the creature decks, it is very good. Skyclave Shade is a card that I think is a super clever addition to this deck sideboard. It is not only just a body to attack with, but against rogues, like, yeah, they can keep milling you all day, they can keep killing stuff, they can keep countering stuff, but this card is just a nightmare for them to deal with. They don't really have any exile effects in their deck, so they're just countering it. You play a land, you bring it back. They counter it, you play land, you bring it back. They kill it, you play land, you bring it back. They mill it, you play land, you get it back. It is so good against rogues, and I had never thought of it as a sideboard tech in like this color combination, but it is really, really good in that role, and I was very impressed. And I thought it was super clever deck making. Questing Beast, again, great against like control, just sweepers you can recover from, planeswalkers you can snipe. I think at this point people know why Questing Beast is played and that it is very good. We have another Elspeth Conquers Death, you know, when you just need to get rid of problematic permanents in a more grindy matchup, this is very good. And then, of course, Ugin. You really need a get-out-of-jail card. You really got to kill everything. You want to play Ugin. So the games I have played with this deck are very grindy. You can beat down, but usually it's like incremental advantage. There's a lot of recursive stuff you can do. Shepherd of the Flock letting you bounce like you're Binding of the Old Gods, and just even your adventure spells to cast again. There's just a lot of good stuff you can do in this deck, and I've had a lot of success in the like handful of games I've played with this deck. It feels really good. It feels really powerful, and I am very excited to play games with it. Let's go. All right, so here we are with the game, and we're on the draw. We only have 2 lands, couple Edgewall Innkeepers. I mean, we have the option to make whatever color, but I feel this, to me, smells like a recipe for regret. So I'm going to mulligan. Gotta be strong. Same but worse. At least I have a removal spell this time. Ugh, all right, well. We're going to multi-5 on our very first game. Is it going to happen? Are we going to live up to our brand? Might as well. Multi-5. Look at that. So much mana. Yeah, let's keep it. We're going to keep that. Let's put the binding and the mammoth. Hopefully we can play the innkeeper and draw a card. Do you know what mountains tend to not let you do? Play 1/1s. They tend to be anti-1/1. Gruul, slightly less anti-1/1. Similarly 1/1. I say we go whites and we play the Cobra, our one of Lotus Cobra in this deck. Honestly, I've been pretty impressed by the Lotus Cobra in this deck when I get it, so I'm thinking we might want more than 1 Lotus Cobra. I copied this list pretty close to that list I saw in MTG Goldfish. I did change some things around, and I think maybe the fixing could be done a little better. But, you know, it's like, do I want a Solemn Simulacrum? It's a weird one. There's a lot of weird card names I've been having trouble saying. Solemn Simulacrum. Could be good, because you get lands, not just extra pips. Our opponent here is taking its time. I'm just gonna keep drinking my... It's a gin and tonic. I'm drinking booze. Don't judge me. It's 8:32 p.m. It's not that late. It's not that early. It's just the right time. My opponent taking their sweet time. Temur. Was not expecting Temur. I definitely was not expecting Temur. All right, but I think I just got to make an extra green here. Green. Edgewall Innkeeper. Lovestruck Beast. Draw a card, and that mulligan's looking slightly less bad now. Definitely want to draw into one of our engines here. If we drew into the Great Henge, obviously that would be the best. So let's pray for that. We'd be able to cast a Planeswalker next turn. If we get a Vivien, that'd be pretty dope. Our opponent running the Cultivate, getting that mana fixing. So they should be able to play that island, right? Yeah. This is turn 5. No, yeah, it's turn 4. That's right. Okay, so let's play the Temple of Malady so we can scry, so hopefully we can draw into something. Woo-wee! Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to cast it this turn. But we're going to be able to cast it. So let's go. I'll definitely trade here with a Lovestruck Beast. I assume my opponent is playing like Temur Adventures, considering that deck was back in the day busted and they basically banned every single card out of it. But yeah, I mean, we're playing basically Abzan Adventures. Temur Adventures makes sense. A lot of good card draw. Top end of Genesis Ultimatum, I'm sure. Maybe they're playing the cool new Goldspan Dragon. They're cultivating again. How much is the initial mana cost of this? 9? Okay, so if they cast an Ugin, they couldn't get rid of the Great Henge. I like that. I always forget Ugin is legal until it's cast against me, and I go, that's a good card. That's a real good card. Okay, so we're going to start by playing Great Henge. Please don't have a counterspell. Woo-wee. Okay. Let's go white and make a green. Play Edgewall Innkeeper. Draw a card. I'm disappointed. So our Multi 5 working out pretty okay. Pretty okay Multi 5. This bear over here is just having a great time. Just rubbing his tummy. Living the dream. Look at he's dancing. I must have this bear, unless you have to pay for it. I've got all the mastery passes. If this is a mastery pass thing, I'd be down for that. Genesis Ultimatum here could be pretty bad for us. They could catch up pretty quick. Yeah, whiff. Give me a whiff. Give me a whiff. That is not a whiff. That's a hard opposite of a whiff, that's for sure. Foreign Klex. I keep saying foreign Klex. My wife's German, so I'm used to saying F for V. Foul for my Germans out there. Good God. What just happened? I was feeling good about this Multi 5 for a second. I guess I'll take 6. Like, we have outs here. That's can kill one of the things. I can't draw anything with this, though, right? Is it a non-token creature? Yeah, okay. Welp. Yeah, freaking foreign Klex, man. I guess reach. All right, so we drew into a lot of good stuff there. Nothing that we can really use yet. So I'm just going to play the Ooze, draw another card. Ugh. Oh, man, it's like the second Prismatic Bridge I've played against today. I played against a Tybalt's Trickery Prismatic Bridge deck, which surprisingly felt okay. Like, I killed their first big creature, and then they kept doing stuff, and I was like, all right. So, basically using Tybalt's Trickery is like a weird rampy thing. All right, so we can... We can just kill that. Chump this. We're still not in the worst spot here. Elspeth Conquers deck. Elspeth Conquers Death will be able to take care of this. Ooh, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Okay, so let's make another black mana here. We're going to want to kill Vorinclex first. So when we plus our Vivien, we can actually get a counter. Just reach again just in case. We will conquer Death the Prismatic Bridge. They can like literally activate the World Tree. This is so insane. And can only kill the Lotus Cobra with this. I guess I'll eat Vorinclex. Oh boy, what a board state. What a fun game one, guys. No attacks, yeah. Friends. What a game. What a game. Come on. Oh, whiff. Good God, we're dead. You're super dead. Terror of the Peaks are just gonna... Yeah. Just face me. If Terror of the Peaks doesn't go to face with lethal, I'll be shocked. Did they not? They 100% could just kill me right now. I mean, not like we have a huge chance of winning here, but they could have, you know, literally just killed us. Well, double block, jump. We're gonna lose 100%, but let's play it out, you know? Let's not quit. Winners never quit and quitters never win. Let's kill that. Let's play a land. And we're dead. All right, that escalated quickly. But I gotta say, for a Malta 5, I was not embarrassed by that performance. Agonizing Remorse, Faux Shore, Elspeth Conquers Death, Ugin. Heartless Act, a little cheaper than Giant Killer. Polukranos is cute, but I don't think we need it. Vivien's good to catch up. Kaya can snipe something. Great Henge lets us be a value engine. Shepherd of the Flock, okay, cute. Maybe go down to Mammoth. Go down one Beast. One Shepherd. Maybe we don't need 3 Remorse. Go down one Edgewall Innkeeper. I don't know. What a silly deck. What a silly deck. I mean, that Malta 5 literally went about as perfect as you could hope a Malta 5 could be, but still, Genesis Ultimatum, gonna Genesis Ultimatum. I'm not even upset. Like, if that is what a turn 12 looks like, that's fine. It's when that's turn 5 or turn 4. How quickly could Omnath do that shit? We're playing first, and come on. Mulligan. Come on. I'm going to keep the 6. I'm going to regret it, but I'm going to keep it. Just because we have removal, a lot of it, that can kill everything. We don't have the lands to cast it, so we're going to pray for the lands. Keep me in your thoughts and prayers as we embark on this journey to, okay. Because it doesn't really matter. These are both tapped lands. This is always going to be tapped, so is this. Slow going, but we're getting there. We get another untapped land. I think we're still just going to hold on to the Mammoth just because getting these Binding of Old Gods online is kind of the only way we're going to catch up. Yep. Play that, and now we pray once again for a land. If we get a land, we might actually be able to catch up. I've never seen that card do anything. I've just killed it every time I see it. Great. Now we're going to lose. Oh, you'd think I didn't put any lands in this deck, but I'm pretty sure there's lands in it. Pretty sure. Last game we had a lot after a while. Yep, and our opponent over there. I wonder, maybe this deck just wants Beanstalk Giant. It's an adventures deck, and it's 3 colors. Alright, that's nice. At least we have something to hit. Get a land next turn. If we draw into a land, we can Vivien. We have Ugin as a... Oh shit, what's going on? Like lost track of how many lands they even are supposed to have right now. Okay. Things are not going too terribly for us. I'm not going to say they're going good, but they're not going too terribly. I'm just going to get something on the battlefield here. Give this fella Vigilance. I always forget about the passive. I always forget about the passive on Vivien. It's a good passive. I can kill it, which is fine, and it can't fully kill my Vivien, so... Hoy. Alright, so let's get rid of this monster. Fetch ourselves a Plains. Binding this Lotus Cobra. Make another token. And yeah. One mana away from casting Ugin. They can't Genesis Ultimatum, so... if they have a Genesis Ultimatum in their hand and we can snipe it, that'd be pretty nice. Yep, get that out of here. Alrighty, so let's... plus... Vigilance. Scavenging Ooze. I like that Binding of the Old Gods. That makes me happy. We're just gonna eat whatever we can eat. No attackers. So if they play a Sika here, we can kill that. These are what, 7? Yeah, I don't want to blow up an Ugin just killing a Beanstalk Giant. Ooh. We're not in a terrible spot. Yeah, so let's Binding again. Ugin can kill that, so I mean it'll kill everything. Let's just continue to eat their graveyard. Make another Vigilance Friend. And I'll throw away my Skoos and get rid of their 7-drop. So if I do play Ugin, I really don't want to play Ugin and have to kill my own stuff, but -2 on Vivien would be nice. All right, so those have Vigilance, which I'm a fan of. Anything else here I should eat? No, just land. Okay. Okay. So they could fetch for planes here, cast the other side of that. No, they can't. They do not have the black mana for it. Things are working out, kind of. Eat that. Okay. Search for another Triome. Play planes. So if I cast a Murderous Rider, I could -2 and fetch up a 2-drop. What do I have in the 2-drop slot? Another Scavenging Ooze. Lotus Cobra. Nothing super crazy. Honestly, I think just making a team of beasts right now is kind of what I want to do. And I think, yeah, I probably just want to play Ugin and start plussing. Start lightning bolting my opponent here. I could attack. 2 of my things would get through, so I think I just have lethal, unless I'm dumb. I might just be dumb, but I'd like to think I did it right. God, mid-range magic, people. You gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right, what have my curve for 2-drops? Just Lotus Cobra, Shepherd, and Scavenging Ooze, Giant Killer, and Edgewall Innkeeper. Okay. I feel okay with this. Maybe Questing Beast. Although I didn't see many Planeswalkers, but I can block anything. It worked out well last time and we mulled to 6. Both of our mulligans have been okay, though. Man, imagine if we had a keepable 7 right now. That'd be wild. Just make my Robert De Niro face. I mean, it's no worse than our mulligans. And we have removal we can't cast and a Lotus Cobra. So if we draw into a land, that'd be super nice. If you draw into a Fabled Passage, 1, 2, that would be enough on turn 3 to play Vivien. But I'd be able to play anything else. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they mull to 6. I like that. I like to see a nice mulligan from the opponent. Yeah, there's no point in just playing this. Yeah, I could tap stuff, but I want to kill Beanstalk Giants with this giant. I want to fit into the lore. I want to be on brand. Ooh, we drew a land. That is wonderful. So if our Lotus Cobra doesn't get stomped here, that'd be super sweet. It's probably going to get stomped. Yep. Okay, well, now we have no black mana, but we can still kill that giant with this giant killer. Stay on brand, people. Yeah, let's stay on brand here. So we haven't missed a land drop yet. Let's pray to the land gods once again. Please just... I'll take a Triome. It doesn't have to be untapped. I will take this exact same pathway. I don't want it, but even better. Even better. All right. Play Scavenging Ooze and hold up a removal spell. Okay, so they foretold a card. I'm gonna doubt that it's Doomscar. What foretell cards with a Teamer Adventure deck play? I'm not familiar enough with everything to know. But I do know that I can kill this Lovestruck Beast, and that feels pretty good. And we got a Triome, so again, things are somewhat working out for us. Let's eat the Bone Crusher Giant, and let's bash in for 3 and see what happens. Things are looking up. Things are looking up. I'm slightly nervous about the Foretell card. I love the Foretell mechanic because, like Morph, you never know, and it's exciting. And I like the excitement. Let's see what's in our graveyards. So there's 2 creatures. I can make this a 5 power, and then I could play Great Henge. Nope, I can't, because that would use all my green mana. Don't want to do that. Let's play the Swamp, I guess. We'll attack first, then play Vivien. Resolves. Okay, so they're not playing a Foretell counter spell. Let's make this Vigilance again. Castle next turn is actually pretty nice. In a racing situation, that'll come in handy. Another Lovestruck Beast that we can kill. So let's start by killing the Lovestruck Beast. Then we'll just play this. Make another beast. Then we'll just attack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, they could be playing Ugins or some kind of big... They are playing Doomscar. Clever girl. Okay. Nice. That deserves a nice. I was not expecting a Doomscar. But we're definitely going to... We only have 2 green. So we're going to make a beast. Now we can play Great Henge. Now we can play a Lovestruck Beast, draw a card. And we're in the driver's seat again. I don't think they can Ultimatum, although this can make any color. So Ultimatum is 7 mana. Okay. Let's start by fetching and just getting this other Great Henge off of the top of our deck. Get another green source. Let's draw this Bloodchief's Thirst. Yeah, I guess we just make another beast. Unfortunately, we cannot... Let's just play Murderous Rider. Yeah, I can't attack with our Lovestruck Beast because we don't have a 1/1. Great Henge doesn't really make 1/1s particularly easy. So let's Agonizing Remorse. Ooh, baby. Get rid of that. Not that this isn't equally scary, but it's less scary, that's for sure. Terror of the Peaks, yeah, that'll do. That'll do some damage for sure. For sure. Whew, they still have that ultimatum. Okay, so they're going to be able to snipe something. Probably going to send this at Vivien. Or Lovestruck Beast I can't really attack with. Okay, makes sense. Just gain 2 life. Can still block, though. And I can just cleanly block. We're in... Oh, God, we're in such a good spot. All right, so we're going to Murderous Rider the Vorinclex. And then we're going to Bloodchief's Thirst, the Terror of the Peaks. And then we're going to attack for the win. Oh, baby, that felt good. Abzan Adventures Midrange. That felt nice. It felt earned. It was grindy. It was close. I was a little stressed. That's magic, people. That's magic. My camera's lagging. That's strange. There we go. God, I cannot wait to play Paper Magic again. Can you? I cannot wait. Whew, I have like a couple $100 waiting in a buy list, or to find out how I'm going to get in a buy list, and I am debating if I should invest further into like some modern stuff or Pioneer, just to in case Pioneer comes back. I'm definitely getting Skyclave Apparitions because those are good in Modern and Pioneer. And I don't have Collected Companies yet. Again, good in both formats. But kind of want to get some Stoneforge Mystics. If anybody's listening to this part of the video and has a recommendation, let me know. And this is our first like actually keepable hand. It's not super risky. Like, we have stuff we can do. Looks like we're up against rogues. So let's start with a temple. Just do some scrying. Sure, gives us some action or a land. So rogues is kind of a tricky game 1 match. Post board, we get a lot more stuff we can do. A lot of good cards to just throw into our graveyard, which is nice. And then, what is it? Skyclave Shade. That's the one. Really good against this deck because it's very easy to bring back. So you play it before you play your land drop, they counter it, you play your land, you play it again. It's not expensive either. And later in the game, it's a 5/3 if you kick it, which is nice. All right, so let's play a Swamp, pass the turn. They play a Thought Thief. I keep wanting to say Thought Not Seer, but that is not the card. Something Thief. Thought Scour Thief. I thought they were going to do it. I thought they were going to play the card whose name I've forgotten. So they can counter everything in our deck, which is annoying, with a Drown in the Lock. I will take the hit from the 1/1. Let's play a Castle, and then let's play an Edgewall Innkeeper. See if we can draw out a removal spell. Nope, okay. That's fine. Okay. Still not committing. Yeah, I don't want to waste my Murderous Rider on a 1/1. At some point, they are going to cast a spell. And I'm going to just cast this now because I will be able to draw a card, still hold up my mana for my Murderous Rider. I don't care if they counter it. Okay, there's drawing a bunch of cards. Cool. So I have a free pass to cast nothing I want to cast. This is actually probably pretty good against rogues. Kills a lot of their stuff. So I can just cast Murderous Rider here, draw another card. It's not like they have sweepers in this deck. They have like every counter in the world, I'm sure, in their hand, so might as well get some bodies onto the battlefield while I still have a chance. I hope they're not playing crabs, because those cards are annoying. Crabs. Crab people. They're looking at things. They're like, what should I kill? Or what should I steal, I guess? Okay, so they're still holding up counterspell mana. Okay. That's actually pretty good in this deck. I haven't really thought about that, but 1 mana draw 2. Pretty good. Let's go with a 4 mana drop a billion or whatever it is. Okay, so we can do a lot of stuff here. So let's Binding of the Old Gods. Let's kill our own Shepherd just because they could sacrifice this and draw a card. Which they did anyway. Could have blocked first. Okay. Okay. We'll play this fella. And I'll trade my Murderous Rider if they want. Just for fun, see what happens, you know? They're not going to do it, that's fine. Let's draw a card. Cool. So Polukranos is pretty good in this matchup as well. The escape is pretty expensive, but if I can resolve it, it's a big body, and I can fight stuff. Being patient really does pay off against this deck. I'm always so impatient when I play rogues that it never works out in my favor. I guess that's pretty good in this deck too. Main deck, steal your shit. Hey, look at that. They don't have mana to counter anything. That is just lovely. So we're going to take this. Let's, we got a bunch of black sources. So maybe we want a green. Let's go green. Let's play Polukranos boyo. Okay. So they're milling. They're milling away. So we have the mana to fight something. But they have Death Touch, so I don't really want to fight anything. Also, he gets smaller. So let's hold back. Next turn, all of our stuff gets Death Touch as well. Well, we can definitely escape it. That's for sure. They're thinking. Okay. Sorry, I had to text my wife. Did I just do a Borat? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do a Borat. Let's go. It doesn't matter, whatever. You know, I should probably just do... No, let's be smart. I have a Scavenging Ooze. I might need to eat something. I also have Elspeth Conquers Death, so let's just not go crazy. Let's be smart here. Let's get our Polukranos countered with respect. So I think our opponent has taken, like, turn the curve here. Do I just throw Lovestruck Beast away? Sure, why not? Sorry, I'm texting like such a jerk. Just tap, 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 tap our friend. Luckily, we can keep escaping this forever. All right, so Scavenging Ooze. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. Guess we just escape this. Fight Luris. Hopefully we have the know-how to do that. Did I say know-how? The mana? That's what I meant to say. No. All right, well, I guess I'm just going to have to start fighting everything. They have so many cards in hand. Come on, come on. I think I'm going to lose this game. Yeah, I'm just gonna end this before it goes too far. Yeah. Okay. So against rogues, we want to bring in the Skyclave Shades. We want to bring in the Chainweb Arachneer. We want to bring in. Well, we want to take out the Elspeth Conqueror's Death because meh. We want to bring out the Giant Killers because meh. We want to bring out. I don't know. That seems fine. Let's go. Let's party. Playing first. Good hand. Let's go. We don't have any of our sideboard cards, but most of our sideboard cards, we actually just want them to mill. So. Sure. Let's try to get a Kaya going on. Let's go Swamp Human Pass. That's the one. Soaring Thought Thief. Soaring Thought Thief. Soaring Thought Thief. We're going to kill it. Why our opponent played that during their main phase, we may never know. But it's slight mistakes like that that hopefully help us do okay in this match. Really could go for a land. That would be super sweet. So they got 1 mana available. That makes me think they're not going to be able to counter stuff. Oh, all right, well, I think being able to get a 5/5 out this early is probably better than getting just an Edgewall down. Also, if we draw into a land and they continue to tap out, we can maybe get a Great Henge going. Ooh, and they milled our Chainweb. Just what I want to do. Play something else, play something else, play something else. Yes! Yes! Oh my god, everything is coming up Millhouse, except the fact that we do not have another green mana source to play our Great Henge. But we can bash him with a 5/5. We killed the Soaring Thought Thief. Thought, what's here? It's going to get me every time. It's going to get me every time. They're scrying. If they're scrying, I'm dying. Am I right? Cycle. Yes. Yes. This is the best. The best. It's a little Dave Grohl for you. Yeah, I mean, I guess we just binding again. Hit this. Bash in for 6 again. Next turn, we have the mana to cast anything. I think even can't Chain Web it yet. Now we can Chain Web. Loving these instants on my opponent's turn. I'm loving this. Let's play it sorcery speed. It's like you'd think I have a Teferi out. Cool. Definitely getting the Triomes. All right. So, yeah, do we want... Let's go the black side. Let's go Edgewall. They got something. Okay. And Murderous Rider, I guess. Just draw a card. Okay, so they counter the Murderous Rider. Still draw the card. Can make another human creature. And get in for 1. We're in a pretty good spot. Our graveyard's growing, which makes our chain webs better. Come on. Pay 3 for Lurrus. Do it. Pay 3 for Lurrus. Agadeem's Awakening is fine. So let's go Lovestruck Beast. Draw a card. It resolves. Let's go. Forest. So unless they have a Disdainful Stroke, we're in a good spot. Don't have Disdainful Stroke. Yes. I'm so happy right now. I'm so happy right now. They don't really have an answer to Great Henge, so... And our hand is just beefy. Kaboom cakes. Is that a thing? I don't know. Loving the Naomi Nagata look of Kaya, for all you Expanse fans. Did I say that in this video? I don't remember. But it looks like Naomi. Let's just get some life. Why not? Let's pass the turn. Draw cards. Do it. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid, my friend. Yes, you can counter 2 spells, technically. But I got a lot of stuff that I want you to counter. Let's start with a little Lotus Cobra. Draw a card. On Castle Locthwain. Let's make green mana. And now let's try to Chain Web. 2, 3, 4. Turns off the Soaring Thought Thief, which is righteous. Oh, hell yeah. Counter the escape card. That's what I wanted you to do anyway. So here, we can Kaya, or we can Binding of the Old Gods. Kaya is like spicier, but I feel like Binding of the Old Gods is just like, I should probably just play the Binding of the Old Gods. And yeah, make them chump my 5/5. Can't even really sacrifice that for value. And this is how it's done. My opponent, really, I don't really know why they were playing all those spells like they're playing at sorcery speed. I mean, yeah, that's a 1/1 you play at sorcery speed. That's an instant. Okay, do it up. Fine. I'm not even mad. But we got there. All right, this is it. Game 3. 3 for 3s for all the marbles. We're on the draw. Do we run it back? Let's run it back. I'm feeling good about this. I'm feeling good. Let's go. So we're up 1 against Teamer Nonsense, and we're in neck and neck against Rogues. This is like, that was what, turn 1,000,000? God, Magic's awesome right now. Standard is actually awesome. I feel like I've said this a lot right when formats start, but right now it feels good. Like, I think Gruul is still going to be one of the best decks. I think Naya is going to be one of the best decks. I think the Adventure package, the Embercleave package, it's going to be the best deck still. I mean, I'm playing an Adventure Great Henge deck, but, you know, it doesn't feel as bad. I'm going to keep this, even though I shouldn't, because we have a Triome. And if you draw into a land, this is a pretty good hand. Oh, baby, baby, baby. The best part is like Castle Locthwain, Triomes. They're like this. It feels great. It just feels great. Rune Crabs, they're going to be milling. Cool. There goes all my lands. All the lands. Goodbye. But I'm going to kill that crab. I'm going to kill the shit out of that crab. It's always the crabs. Like, everything in Rogues is, like, deadly, but something about the crab. It's just, like, it's unsettling. Another crab. Of course they have another crab. Pretty good mill in action right there, though. I would love to kill that other crab. So let's do a little Lotus Cobra. Little forest action. We'll just make another green here. Play a Scavenging Ooze. We'll pass the turn. So if we draw into another land and they don't kill our Lotus Cobra and they tap out. There's a lot of conditions here. Which they're kind of being met. And they milled a not land card. Oh, it's not a... I don't know. I don't know what noises I'm making. I guess we just play a Lovestruck Beast. Attack with our little babies. God, I hope they don't have a land. If they don't have a land and we have a land, they have a land. Gosh, dang it. And there goes 2 lands. Not 2 lands technically, but the binding will get me a land. Okay. Again, I'm loving these main phase removal spells. Not loving the Mana Screw. Got another drown. All right, so 2 of those are down at least. If we hit another land drop, we'd be in a pretty good spot because we can still binding the crab. I feel like I've had bad land luck. Is it turning around? Perhaps. Please don't counter it. Yeah. Yeah, friendo. Nice. Nice. And after I draw my land next turn, I can send it back to my hand. Okay. Again, I love these main phase flash threats. I love it. Heard some weird. Again, yes, keep playing all your threats on your main phase, please. It makes my stress levels go way down. Yeah. Ooh, and we drew a land. Heck yeah. Gonna Triome. Make a green mana. Just play the green side. Make a black mana? Sure. Oh, we could Great Henge. Seems risky, though. Let's try to Chain Web first. Land, land, land spell. Oh, another Thought Thief. Okay, well, we can eat one of those. Ooh, we got a Skyclave Shade. So let's bounce the Binding of the Old Gods. And they got good blockers now, so we're going to hold back. But we're in a very good spot. We are in a very good spot. They got another crab, but that's only 3 of 4 crabs. 20 cards in our deck, not our hand. Okay. So they're just aggressively trying to mill us, I guess. Does that have reach? Okay. So we're definitely going to Great Henge, right? Don't have it. Don't have it. They got the stroke. They got the stroke. Okay, well, we're going to attack with the Arachneer here. Yes, let's trade. Then I can just recast it. Okay, so yeah, it didn't really matter what I did there. They would be able to stroke a Binding of the Gods as well. Okay, so they're getting pretty close to milling us, which is stressing me out. So I'm definitely trading here. Woo-wee. Okay, so let's Binding of the Old Gods, the Ruin Crab. F that thing. Let's scry. Whoo-wee. That's a lot of action. Yeah, I actually do want another land, because then I can just play more Skyclave Shades. So next turn, they're probably going to lure us into crab. Ooh. This is stressful. This is going to be close. We're going to have to beat down fast. So that's what, 4? Yep. Okay, yep. This is muy stressful. Yeah, we don't even have any lands. Got 6 cards in my graveyard. So we're going to... Yeah, at this point, let's just freaking go fast. Eat it. Temple. Yeah. Play a Skyclave. Attack. Oh, gross. Come on, you would have another one of those. Oh my god, this is so close, so close. Fuck. That's it, right? I'm just dead. Yep. Got milled. Well, I'm telling you, it's the crabs. It's the damn crabs. again, Rogues, of course, it's one of the best decks in the format. So, and we held our own. So I still feel really good about Abzan midrange, and Arena appears to have crashed. But yeah, let's just take a look at the deck here. So, I mean, yeah, the deck is rad. As you saw, it's powerful. You got your adventure package. You got your Great Henge package. The one thing I noticed is the land leaves a little to be desired, but we're running a shit ton of lands. How did we never draw to 25 lands plus the friggin' mammoths? That's 28 lands. What? How? Okay, we're fine on lands. Anyway, I guess, yeah, what am I talking about? We were just unlucky. But the deck feels really good. We never got to see Kai in action. We had the chance, but we just had other better stuff to do. Honestly, this is a super awesome deck. Shout out to Jamal Arman. I'll post his deck list in the description. But this is exactly what I want to do in Magic. Those matchups we just played is exactly the type of matchup I want to play in Magic. And God, I just love mid-range Abzan piles, and this is a very good one. You've got your, like, basically Golgari adventures, plus a ton of other white cards that just play into it, and you got your Bindings of the Old Gods, you got your good sideboard. Solid deck building. Really good deck. Well-deserved. I think it was like a 4-1 tournament deck. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Try this deck out. It is super fun, and check out the next one. See you later.